person who just, I'm disappointed but not surprised. We should have known as soon as Teddy stepped on the screen and we saw a keyboard, 15 mics just in front of him, hype man, break dancers, a DJ, okay, an interpreter. We should have known. We should have known when he brought out his Coachella soundstage for this little event, for this humble event. We should have known he was gonna be on some bull, you know what. And you know what? Because I don't want to say too much because he is a legend. He is. But Teddy was stressing me, okay? From the fedora and the tracksuit to the fact that the burgundy matched the tracksuit. Why did Babyface, I mean, not Babyface, why did Teddy? Let's just get into it. First, let's go back from when this whole Babyface versus Teddy Riley debacle was supposed to be going on the first time. Okay, we were hype, we were ready, and then for whatever reason they wanted to push it back because they knew it was going to be more deserving of higher quality content, and they wanted to make sure all the footage was professional and the sound was clear. Shit, I can't tell. But so they pushed it back a week or whatever. So at first I was mad about that because I'm like, we waited all this time. But then I was like, you know what, this might be a blessing in disguise because good things come to those who wait, right? Right. So okay, they about to be epic. Okay, they about to bring out all the bangers. Okay, all the bangers. We about to be grooving and, you know, having a good old time. So we get another date, which was yesterday. Oh, we ready, okay? Outfits are ready. We getting our hair done. You know, we're ready. It's the talk of the town all day. So 8 o'clock rolls around. I got my snack. Look, this how ready I was. Okay, freshly showered, did everything early so I wouldn't have to do nothing later on. Okay, I'm in the bed. I'm comfortable. I got my snack, got my drink. Everything is fully charged. Like, I made sure my tablet was charged, my phone is charged, AirPods charged. Everything is charged, okay? Because I wasn't missing this. No distractions. I talked to everybody who I had to talk to and told them not to bother me, okay? We were ready. It was already trending before it even happened. It was already trending. It's like, yes, because we're ready. So 8 o'clock rolls around. Boom, Teddy Riley goes live. Here we go. Come on, let's go. And he just messing around on the keyboard. Okay, okay. Showboat then, show off. And then we're waiting, and we're waiting. We're twiddling our thumbs. I'm eating up my snacks before the show. You know, you ever, been to the movies and you just eat up all your popcorn before the movie starts? Yeah, that's how it was. Eating up all my snacks, drinking up my drink before, the other contestant shows up. The other participant, I should say. And we're just awaiting and awaiting and awaiting. By this point, it's like 200,000+ people in there. Where's Babyface? Oh, Babyface. Kenny. What do you want to be called? What do we have to call you in order for you to come in here? Meanwhile, it's a bunch of people who ain't got nothing to do with this trying to request to be in the live. Why are y'all choosing right now to be on the ghetto stuff? Just, now is not the time. So Babyface in the comments, I'm trying to request. And so by this point, we already knew Babyface was already over it. Period, point blank. Babyface was already over it. I'm running out of snacks. Like, come on now. So but first, before that, when we click into Teddy Riley's live, there's no sound. He just a talking, hey y'all, hey. And the whole time we're like, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. He's still talking. So about 20 minutes of that goes by before they realize, oh, you just been talking to yourself, Theodore. Come on, Theodore. Get it together. So they had to restart that, blah, blah, blah. So let's just fast forward to when Babyface pops up. Hello, Babyface. So now that we got both people, by this point, it's 400,000 people are getting there. Because again, this is a very highly anticipating event, right? Right. So he gets in there, they talking forever. Oh, it's nice to see you. Hey, how you feeling? We ain't got time for this because y'all had weeks to talk amongst yourselves, okay? There should have been a hey, how you doing? Let's go. On with the first song. So now prior to Babyface getting in the live, oh Teddy, he was jamming a little bit, okay? He was showboating just a little bit. And I was enjoying it. And you know, his sound was clear, the footage was clear. I was still confused as to why there were so many people in there with him because social distancing, nobody had on masks, but that ain't my business. That's not my business. So I'm not really sure what happened between him jamming by himself to the moment where Babyface arrived, but this is when ish started to hit the fan. Now, mind you, like I said, Teddy Riley had a whole Coachella setup going on here, okay? We get on Babyface's screen. It's just him in his little dark studio, chilling, okay, with the earbuds, not AirPods, but the earbuds, okay, connected. Like, hey, very simplistic, you know, very simplistic. So they decide who trying to go first. Him, Teddy Riley throws his first song, and it's The Show, Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, my song. And so I'm jamming, because when I hear that dun 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 dun, dun you rang. Okay, well let me bring me my cardboard square so I can do a little something. So as I'm listening, I realize not only am I hearing the song, but I'm hearing an echo of the song. And what killed me was the oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What? Oh my god. What's going on here? And prior to him even playing his first song, he started to echo, like Teddy was echoing while he was talking to Babyface. Hey, how you doing, man? Okay, Teddy, when it was just you were perfectly fine. Why are you acting ghetto around Babyface? Okay, we don't have time for this. We don't have time. Now, Babyface, his audio is perfect. His footage is great. He's not echoing. He's not lagging. So everybody else in Babyface, we all on the same accord here. It's just Teddy Riley and his 15 people who just effing up. And I don't understand how you have all these people on your team around you breakdancing and singing and hyping you up and DJing, but nobody's thinking to check the comments. Oh Lord jeez, you spent all this time getting your Love and Hip Hop reunion set together, okay, that you couldn't even, never mind. Because, you know, I'm trying not to go too in on Mr. Riley because, again, he's a legend. But legends fuck up too. So, you know, so he's talking and echoing while he talks. Babyface is just looking like, me and Babyface had the exact same facial expressions, like, you know, and it was so funny because every time Teddy Riley got through playing a song, which wasn't very many, we only got to what, 2 to 3 songs from him, 3 songs I believe from Babyface, before they just started to cut it. And every time Teddy Riley played a song, Babyface was not impressed. He wasn't bobbing. He was just like Babyface was so unimpressed. That's what was killing me the whole time. Even when Teddy Riley was playing songs, he was so unimpressed. But yeah, all these technical difficulties. Every time Teddy Riley had to play a song, it was like he would play a song and then he had to stop. It was like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? No, you can't hear me. You can't hear me? No. And Babyface like, I can hear you, dog. Can you hear me? Like, and everyone's in the comments like, by this point, there's 500,000 people in here telling you there's an echo. You got all these mics, unplug something. And it started to get to the point where I believe, if memory serves me correctly, I believe Teddy Riley and the Million Man March on his side was trying to put the blame on Babyface. Well, somebody was trying to put the blame on Babyface for the reason why the sound on Teddy Riley and the Million Man March was fucking up. Now tell me something. How can a man with a laptop, some earphones, and a chair and an iPhone be messing up your sound, sir? What? So, I mean, every time, like in between them playing songs, like they did more so talking than they did playing music, okay? And so, long story short, it was just a bunch of echoing, it was a bunch of lagging, there was no sound. It looked like Teddy Riley's footage was shot on a video now. Like, not even a phone, a video now, if you remember those. And the whole time, Babyface was so unimpressed. He was not shaken up, he was not stirred. He was like, you know what, And it was so funny because Babyface's phone started ringing and going off. I promise you, him and Tony and Mariah and Janet, all the 90s acts, they had compiled a big ass group me called Look at This Nigga. Look at this nigga, Teddy Riley. Oh, I know all the 90s legends were in that group chat. I know that's what it was. Because every so often his phone ding, 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 and then started ringing. I knew. I knew he was talking smack with all of the 90s legends. I know it. You can't tell me otherwise. And speaking of talking smack with the 90s legends, Toni V. Braxton, even though there was no clear winner between the two people who were supposed to be a winner or a loser, the person who won the evening was, without a doubt, Toni Braxton. Even if you don't follow her on Twitter, you saw her tweets because sis was over it. And you know her and Babyface, you know, they're musical husband and wife, you know, they create magic together. And we were ready because we knew once Babyface dug into his Toni catalog, oh, it was over. But we wasn't going to say nothing. We were still going to be here for Teddy, but Teddy had to come with the bullshit on one of Mona Scott's stages, whatever. So Toni Braxton was over it. And she was so over, like, her tweets. It was to the point where I was like, okay, is this Toni or is somebody like, oops, is this really Toni or is, like, somebody typing, like, this can't be Toni just cutting up like this. This cannot be Toni. But then again, it's like you have to realize who's involved. And again, her and Babyface are. She said Teddy Riley is discombobulated. And, oh, Lord. And then the funniest thing, she posted a collage. And if you remember the episode of The Cosby Show where Theo wanted a Gordon Gartrell shirt, but, you know, couldn't afford it or whatever. So Denise said he was going to make it for him. Ciao. So the left side was Theo actually holding up the actual Gordon Gartrell shirt, you know, the nice expensive one, and they wrote Babyface. And then they had the next picture of Theo wearing Denise's version, and they said that was Teddy Riley. When I tell you, I cried. And it wasn't even just because of the picture, because something deep down in my spirit tells me that Toni Braxton made that herself. Because prior to her posting it, nobody had seen it. Like, we didn't see that. We didn't see that meme, and the memes were circulating, okay? The people were acting fast. So we would have seen it before she even saw something. So I feel like she made that collage herself and tried to blame it on us. Like, okay, y'all, that's not nice. Quit sharing this. Bitch, you the first person we saw it from. I digress. But Toni Braxton in the tweets killed me. And then Tamar Braxton on Instagram Live killed me. She said Teddy Riley fucked up quarantine. And my question was, well, dang, quarantine is already a fucked up situation, so damn, Teddy. Teddy, you had one job, which was to really press play on a playlist. Like, that's all you had to do. We didn't need no theatrics. We didn't need no big-ass production. We didn't need this person, that person, this. We didn't need all that. All you had to do was sit in your dining room, your living room, your bed, whatever you had to do. Press play. Babyface, your turn. Okay, you find a song that's on that same level. Okay, you press play. That's all it should have been. That's all it should have been. You want to play the keyboard. You want the auto-tune. You want a beatbox. You want Flavor Flav over here hyping you up. Like, you want all of this. And the funniest thing was the fact that Babyface is saying he can't really hear you. He's just looking at you like you're crazy. 500,000 people are saying, sir, we can't hear you. Okay, we don't know what you're saying, we don't know what you're playing, and when you do play a song, it's echoing, so we're not sure what we're listening to. And out of all, and then there's 100 people in the room with you, but no one's looking at the comments because everybody's too busy bankhead bouncing and cabbage patching and prepping and stuff to the. Teddy is not about to stress me out, okay? He is not about to stress me out. I mean, Teddy was here, okay? Teddy was here for his songs, and he was the only one because no one else could hear him. Nobody else could hear him. And then when they had to restart it, because once they got the sound issues fixed the first time, they were asking everybody, okay, do y'all want us to start over? Which, I mean, it wasn't like there was 7 songs in. Y'all only played 2 songs each, so y'all might as well start over, So they started over, and he was still just as hype for the same 3 songs he played as he was the first time. We're looking unimpressed. Babyface is yawning. He's laughing. People are making memes. Teddy, Theodore, you had one job, dog. One job. And then the dude, I'm not even sure which dude it was because there was so many of them. He was like, okay, what we're going to do is let's exit out of this. Let us fix what's going on our side. And then we're going to come back in a few minutes. So everybody said, okay, that's cool. Take a few minutes, plug in the right cables, do what you got to do, unplug some of these mics, get the lighting down. Come on, like, make it simplistic. So we're like, okay, a few minutes. Then this Negro said, give us about 30 minutes. 30 minutes, y'all already 30 minutes behind schedule. And then attack on another 30 minutes of nothing except Teddy Riley and Flavor Flav doing this to songs that only they can hear and echoes. And then you're going to tell us we got to wait another 30 minutes for y'all to get this together? Y'all had all this time because the battle wasn't even supposed to be going on today. It should have been happened. We should be recapping. I'm not. So Babyface got up with swiftness and just slid on out the way. I know he was cracking up. I know once he exited out the live, I know he was cracking up in the group me with Tony and Mariah and Janet and all the other 90s legends. I just know it. I know it for a fact. And before Teddy Riley or anybody could call him up, he was like, let me put a stop to this right now. He got on Instagram Live and said, hey, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, but because of the technical difficulties, we're just going to have to postpone this. When everything gets situated, we'll be back. So keep that same energy, and we'll be back. They didn't say when. It could be tomorrow. It could be in a couple weeks. We don't know. But my thing is, the overall lesson here is simplicity is key. This should have been just so fun and, just real intimate. All you need is not your keyboard, your laptop, your iPhone, and whatever. Like, you don't need everything. Teddy, Theodore, you don't need all that. You don't need the good fresh crew. You don't need all of them, okay? But I digress. And it's like the first time they pushed it back, we kind of lost the momentum a little bit. But it's like, okay, whatever. And then, I didn't even mention the fact that when they first postponed it, they was talking about trying to make us pay or possibly having us to pay. Bitch, if I would have spent 10 cents on this, it would have been trouble. It wouldn't have been cute. Imagine how we had paid for this. If we had paid for this. Imagine. No, really. If they would have said that we would have had to pay for this, someone would have. I just got mad. I can't even talk. Someone would have had to have seen me. Okay, if I would have spent a penny on this, a penny on it, girl, they knew. But we'll see. Like, the more they keep pushing it back and all this type of stuff because they want to be all extra, it's like people ain't gonna have the same momentum for it. No one's gonna be really rushing to check for it. Like, people are gonna be like, I'll just catch the Instagram recap or whatever. Someone will probably screen record it, have it on YouTube by the end of the night. So there's no real reason, but I just can't. I really can't believe this man had all these people. I don't know, child. I don't know. But we'll see what happens whenever they decide to reschedule this for the 15th time. Hopefully, Theodore, it'll just be him and his fedora and his tracksuit and nobody else. We don't need nobody else. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all aren't stressed out because of Theodore and his people. And I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.